don't have to ask permission anymore. I grew up in pageants. What does that mean? Well, my first pageant, my mother was 6 months pregnant with me. So I was in the womb. I was a fetus when I did my first pageant. And then probably I was weeks old when I was on stage. So I've always been on stage. It's how I've lived my life. And beauty was something that I was obsessed with. The standards of it, what I was supposed to look like. Did I portray the right image? Is this what was going to win the competition? And that was really hard way to live. It demeaned my self-worth and it gave me no self-confidence whatsoever. I had to fake it to make it. And I just had to keep going, even though inside I was dying. So pageants, I would never suggest them for anyone. Pageants harm your self-esteem, your core values. If you want to be good on stage, go be an actor or actress or a news anchor or a public speaker. There are lots of different avenues where you can get the same adrenaline rush as a pageant, but you don't have to lose your whole identity, because that's what happened to me. I've always had an identity crisis. Who is Haley? Who is her? Haley Elise Ridgel? I don't know. I'm still finding out. I'm still trying to figure it out, trying to develop who she is. And it's been a long road. I still have a hard time picking out my clothes. I feel like I need approval. I need somebody to tell me, yes, that looks okay. And if I don't get that looks good, then it's hard for me to go out into the world. But that's changed. It's evolved over time and I've gotten a lot better at it. So I don't have to ask permission anymore. I just wear what I want to wear and do what I want to do. And I don't really wear clothes that look good. I wear clothes that make me feel good. And I know that's weird, but these days, who cares? Self-expression is something that we need to hold on to and take dearly to our hearts, because it validates who we are as people and individuals, the uniqueness that is us, which is unfathomably amazing, and we need to embrace it to the core. Not knowing who you are is challenging. It sets you up for a lot of failures and it sets you up to be taken advantage of. So I've gone through a lot of trauma, a lot of different events in my life, but it's all led me to where I'm meant to be, and that's with Emerson and Jason. And I just remind myself of that. If I ever look back at the past and feel sad, I just look to my present and I'm happy again. And that's taken me a long time to feel that way. I used to wallow in my self-pity, in the brokenness of her, and I was just pathetic, and I don't do that anymore, and I'm really proud that I don't. It's taken a lot of hard work to get here, to look at myself in the mirror, accept myself for who I am, embrace the flaws that I have, and just live on anyway. Because that's the whole thing. No matter what happens in this world, no matter if it's good or bad, life will continue to go on. The sun will rise, the earth will turn, and we will continue on this planet. So I was Miss Teen Louisiana Princess for the Miss America organization when I was 17, 18 years old. I think I was Miss Slidell's Teen Princess when I won. It was an amazing feeling because I'd competed 3 years in a row and finally won the title. So it was nice. And I'm not saying that everything about pageants is horrible. Of course not. I felt like a princess. I lived in evening gowns and on stage with a microphone in my hand. That's what it was for me every day. And now I'm a mom, and I have to learn to accept the differences that I can't feel bad about. I have to look at the joy in each circumstance and embrace it and be thankful for it. So it was an exciting title to win. And then I got to represent the state of Louisiana throughout the entire year. But what was crazy was it was Katrina hit. So at the time, this horrible situation is surrounding me, yet I am living in a little bubble, happy as can be, with my little crown and banner on, going to represent the state of Louisiana. No awareness whatsoever about the devastation around me. I mean, I knew about it, I was aware about it, it was absolutely horrible, but I was young and naive and a different person, and I've evolved, and I'm really grateful for that. But at the time, I really enjoyed 2006, although it was a horrific time for some people, and I can't imagine. Jason was in the National Guard, and he was in the Superdome during Hurricane Katrina, and I know that was definitely an experience that he had. I've suppressed a lot of memories, and because of my fault, a lot of time when things happen is a problem for me. I have a problem with the concept of time, but I'm not really sure when I started to cut myself. I don't know if it was in my teens or my early 20s. It was probably my late teens. And it turned into something that made me feel better. All of the dark emotional pain that I experienced was able to be released. And that was a horrible thing, that I was in that much pain that I needed to hurt myself. I'm very, very glad and grateful that I haven't done it since before my son was born, but it was something that I struggled with, and it's something that I'll always think about. It's an addiction that I'll have the rest of my life. I'll feel desperate and lonely and sad and hopeless, and that's what I want to turn to, but I can't do that. That's not healthy for me. It's not who I want my son's mother to be. And I have fought it and fought it. And the only reason I can do that is because I'm open and honest about it. I let the people around me know what's going on, that I'm having this feeling, and then they can stay with me, protect me, and then we can wait through it. And that's the thing. You have to wait through these feelings and these emotions. You're gonna feel them. It's gonna happen. You have to learn to cope with that feeling by experiencing it and then moving on from it. Today, please know that you are not alone. You are not the only one, but I'm begging you to please stop. Self-harm is something that is devastating for you and your family and for the people around you. So try your best to fight through it and to find different coping mechanisms, healthy ones, productive ones, ones that make you feel better as a human being, not ones that harm you. Feel good. I feel like I'm in a place to be able to share this with the world because I know I'm not the only one. I know that you might have students or nieces, anyone who you know who struggles with this, that it's a real thing, but it can be overcome. And that's what I want you to hear. There is hope, and you can overcome the challenges of self-harm. I guarantee you, because I've been able to do it. So anyone who's also suicidal, it's really suffered often in silence. It's not the people who you think are going to be suicidal. It's sometimes the happy ones. So you will never know what another person's feeling or experiencing because we have such an individualized way of looking at the world. There's not a concept where we can know someone else's life. It's just not possible. So that's why you have to be aware of your friends and your family members, ask questions, and open up the conversation so that we don't have people who kill themselves or bring harm to themselves or leave their families behind. For people who do suicide, their lives have just been cut short too soon. And that's what I hope we can remedy one day.